Now, over here. This one. Good. And this one. Okay. Doesn't come back. There we are. Okay. All right. Okay, so we were having technical difficulties. Hold on. I think I know what the problem is.
Oh.
There we go. All right. We'll come back up here in just a second. Bear with us, people.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
Are we going now?
We are live. So, on the off chance here, let's see, what do we got?
Is it working?
It is.
What's going on?
I'm watching right here on
Are you?
on Facebook,
What?
yeah.
How come it's not working on my Facebook?
What?
I'm shutting it down for a second. Not this, but the. But I don't know what's going on. All right. Reload.
You'll have to bear with us tonight, people. We're testing out some new software here tonight, so things get a little crazy.
Super crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, here we are. Yeah. I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, disappeared.
Gotta love technology.
Gee whiz.
So anyway, people, it is episode number 50. We are halfway to a hundred.
Honey.
Believe that.
Because that's all we take.
So tonight we're live, and we're just gonna kind of like recap a little bit of the past, whatever we can recollect of the last 49 episodes, and maybe give a little sneak peek into what we see for future, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, totally.
So it's gonna be kind of relaxed tonight, and so feel free to put your 2 cents in the comments below if you want.
Yeah, dude, that'd be cool. Oh,
look at that. I see Dave's watching. Hi, Dave.
Dave. Oh, Dave. Pastor Dave?
Yes, sir.
Oh, he's so cool. He's funny. I remember watching the Roundup Church one day. I showed up for something. We were doing something. And it was like, I walked past him. And he's like, Steven, I'd ask you how you're doing, but I already know.
Alright, I got something with this up here. Let's see if we can.
He does some wild stuff, man. He's some crazy food. You ever read his comments, like stuff he does? I'm like, what are you eating, Pastor Dave? What are you doing? So here we are, 50 episodes into a podcast. Who thought we'd have a podcast, let alone 50 episodes?
Yeah, I know, right? And it just happened to work out that, because we've been talking about, getting closer to 50 and closer to 50, and I've been having so many technical issues on my end with bad internet connections and just terrible. And so we haven't been doing the live stuff hardly at all. And lo and behold, the day before our 50th episode, I'm not kidding you, yesterday, we got internet, a legitimate internet connection that enables us to do this live stuff. And so
today's Sunday, Friday night, I logged onto our computer to do some Wi-Fi stuff because we don't have internet at our house. We use our hotspots.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't get the computer to pick up my phone for the hotspot. I was so mad. I didn't know what I was trying to do either. My wife could tell you.
Oh no. Now it's Steven's turn to have issues, I think.
Oh, how did I lose it? Are you back?
There we are.
I was like, how did I lose you? You're hardwired in,
Yeah.
man. So maybe they lost me. I'm not on the screen anymore.
Yeah, that's that delay.
Piece of junk. So Verizon's got this deal. It's like $25. Oh, $35. I think it's $35. Anyways, get this to get Wi-Fi in your house. So that'll be here tomorrow or Tuesday. I guess she said Tuesday at the latest. So then I'll have like regular Wi-Fi also. And Siri's
Nice.
picking up my voice. That's awesome. Thanks, Siri.
Hey Siri, how you doing?
Too much technology in this room. I don't even know how to use it. Good night. Yeah, so what we're using now, like I had to like download it to my computer. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, all right, it's already after 7. Philip probably thinks I'm a total idiot because I'm not doing this stuff. I'm just like,
No, because I was
there's
even.
just like this little deal down in the corner. It's just like, you know, to like click it and say set up for Mac, and I'm like, that's what I have, and then here we are. Technology.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this new, as long as it comes out like it's supposed to be, I mean, or works out like it says it works. I think it's going to work really good for things that we want to do in the future. You know, where it's gonna the other side. You know, if we wanted to have somebody come on as a guest some night or whatever, they don't have to have all the cameras and whatever. All they need is a phone,
And call in.
and then they can call in, and
That'd be cool.
excuse me, which we'll do some testing on just to make sure that that's going to work like it says it should. But
Yeah, get some buddies to call in.
And who knows? There's a lot of things you can do with that. Have a open phone Friday or something. That kind of whatever.
Friday, I like that. Tell us.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. I want one of those phones with like all the buttons on it, and then I want somebody behind me be like, "Hey, so and so's on line 1." So you click on, like, "Hey, what's going on, man?"
Yeah,
something about old school. I think that'd be super cool.
Right? Yeah, it sounds old school, but the amount of equipment that you need to make that work is obscene.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Oh man. All right, people, that is not on my end. I guess it's Steven's turn to have the issues. So anyway, oh, now we lost Steven totally. Oh, maybe he's coming back. Like I said, we're trying new stuff here, so bear with us. Maybe not. So anyway, coming down the pipe here, I kind of see maybe doing some maybe spotlight missionary type of a thing. And then we lost him completely. So, if you bear with me just a moment, let me see if I can. uh, okay, maybe we'll get him back here. Nope, maybe not. Okay. The craziness going on here.
You there?
Uh-huh.
Good night. It says I have like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. This thing's, oh, I'm still here. Okay. Carry on. How would I get booted?
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is.
I'm like completely wired to the computer. It says I got like,
Oh man.
what? Are you there?
Yeah. Over here. What is going on?
I don't know. I'm blaming the weather. Maybe. This doesn't make any sense to me. What's my? I got 5G, man. I got 3 bars of 5G.
Mm.
I'm not touching anything.
All right, so let's get rid of that. There we go.
Oh, technology.
Right?
So everybody gets to see what's behind the scenes tonight, apparently.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
All the hoops we have to jump through every week. We need like some theme music, like I want to get myself connected. Remember that song?
Yeah.
Oh,
Seriously. We are having some serious technical difficulties.
I'm back.
There you are.
Touching stuff. I don't know what I touched. I don't know. Maybe I should have prayed over my phone before I started tonight or something.
Yeah. Right?
Piece of junk. Good night. So, what's your thoughts on the first 49 episodes?
Oh man.
What are your thoughts on us doing this period?
Like you said before, it's like hard to believe that we even have a podcast, let alone had a podcast that's lasted, that we've done 50 episodes or
Yeah.
49, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, it's been what?
Oh, keep talking, dude. You're here.
How did you manage that?
I didn't do anything. I swear I'm sitting here.
What?
Are you still there?
I am. I am still here.
I'm going to chuck this thing out the window. It does it again.
Now
I don't know.
there's two of your things in here now.
What's in there?
Oh man. Okay. I'm going to suggest something.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to the beginning soon screen.
Yeah.
So if there is some poor sap that's watching this,
Dave.
has something to listen to for a minute, and I suggest that we switch back to Zoom and see if that cures our problem.
Yeah. All right.
All right, we're back. Let's see if this is gonna work out a little better for us here. I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. Maybe it's just
I'm still here.
maybe. Yeah, I hear you.
You ready?
I am. Hold on.
Okay.
I got. Says headphones. That is not it. There we go.
Are we rolling now?
We're good to go now.
Rolling.
Okay. So now that we got that straightened out, let's see if that helps. Maybe it was that program that it didn't like.
Maybe.
So hopefully that will take care of things. So we're going to operate on as such.
Dude, so I just clicked on the thing that for the Apple podcast you were working on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can subscribe to us and everything, man.
Yes.
It's freaking awesome.
Yes. That's a great segue to all of those that may be watching and will watch this later.
Yeah, check this out, people. So it's, I don't know if you can see this. Check it out. See it? That's our logo. Well, we have a new logo, by the way.
Yes.
But we're on Apple Podcasts. This is super cool. The Trail Mix. The Trail Mix. 3 words.
Yes.
I'm so pumped. We have seasons now. Like season 1.
Yes. Actually, that's actually, I think this might be a good time to just kind of make this the end of season 1. You know what I mean?
That's cool. Do like every 50 episodes is a new season.
Yep.
No, why not? We can do what we want.
That's right.
Go ahead.
So the website is also getting an overhaul. So I'm going to try to make it a little easier to find us on some of the podcasting platforms and have links on the website to take you direct. Like, because I had a hard time finding us on Apple Podcasts.
Oh, really?
But once I did, and you could subscribe, then it was simple because it puts it in your library. But
right.
So I'm hoping to have links on the website to take people directly to the platform of their choice.
That'd be cool. I can't wait. I want to get this logo printed up, man. Get some shirts made. Now that we have some new shirt people.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. So we're going to have shirts and beanies and these super cool, whatever they are, lightweight hoodies. This one, I'm representing my church tonight. OC. But all the way outside stuff's in the washer, I think, laundry day. Yeah, so got the OC shirt on today. Anyways, oh my God. Oh, never mind. It's not. I thought I had one of Snyder's shirts on, but it's not one of Snyder's shirts. It's another church shirt from another church in East Missoula. So I'm all churched out in my shirt. So, anyways, dude, I can't believe though, like where we are in life. Like we started out, it was like not knowing either one of us, to going to like singing together. And then climbing mountains together. And now we are doing a podcast together. So, yeah, it's incredible, I think, personally. I love it.
Yes, absolutely incredible. Like, because I still remember we got
a yard sale or something?
Yeah, we got like a bookshelf or cabinet or desk or drawers or something. I don't know. We got something from you. And me and my father-in-law came over there because they just happened to be there visiting. And I was in the process of planning the first refuge.
Mm.
And that I asked you if you wanted to be a part of that. And you're like, heck yeah!
Yeah. Now here we are.
Yeah. It was just a domino effect after that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We practiced for that refuge like 3 times a week.
Right. No, that was super cool. We did 2 of those, didn't we? Was it 2?
There was one.
We did that one. We did a Christmas one.
We did the Christmas one. Yeah, and then because there was a couple of others that weren't really the refuge. It was just kind of a worship night type of a thing.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Nice. Yep. Now here we are, telling people about Jesus. Yep. I remember when I was dating my wife, and she came to Roundup for the first time, and she knew Trish and Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
She says to Jennifer, she's like, "What are you doing with that guy?" Like the bearded bad boy at church.
Yeah.
Not really. It's pretty funny. I tell her all the time, like, kid probably had a nice big house and fancy cars, but no, now you're eating wild game and cooking in bear fat. So, and you got a yard full of big trucks. She's like, it's awesome though. She always says I'm right where God wants me to be. So I guess that's where I am too.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yep. Yep. Pretty funny. So my wife's probably downstairs turning red right now. Yep. Excuse me.
So, what are your thoughts for future stuff? What do you think? What are your ideas?
Ideas.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should just keep doing this and just keep talking about whatever. I would like to think maybe kind of even like start. I know once in a blue moon we do like talk about a hike or something, but maybe talk about like hunting stories or what's going on. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Combine like Jesus, the Word of God with like hunting stories, or just you want took a family hike for the day, or get a little more outside stuff thrown in.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like the way the trail mix meets Steve Rinella, but not too extreme Steve Rinella. The meat eater guy. Have you seen that guy?
I have. Yeah.
I like his shows. He's got good shows. Super informative. Yeah. So he's a smart dude. Speaking of that, I got a game camera out. I got a game camera. One of my buddies talked me into getting a game camera. Of course, it wasn't hard to do. But he has this game camera that like connects to your cell phone. It's like when it takes a picture, sends it right to your phone.
Oh.
So I got one. It's super cool. Like every morning, I'm like, did I get anything? Like I think it's the same deer that keeps walking by just to mess with it. It looks like the same deer, exactly. People think all deer look the same. They don't.
No.
So I'm pretty sure it's the same doe. But there's an elk that shows up once in a blue moon. But yeah. I was going to put in this one spot on this one water hole that I like. Well, actually in between like these three water holes. That the further you go up this draw, the bigger the water holes get. So first water hole is pretty decent. It's right off the logging road. You're going like 500 yards. There's a really nice water hole where all the elk come through. And then you go up probably another 500 yards or so. And there's remnants of an old cabin and stuff. And there's cedar trees. You can get your freaking arms around, right? Yeah. And it's all chewed up by a bear. And I'm like, it's a big bear, dude. And I wish there was service down there because I'm like, I don't like going down in there by myself. So
right.
I've been down in there like 2 or 3 times by myself, but I'm like, I hate it. And but there's no service. Like it's so deep. Like when you walk, like if you walk the edge of the mountain, like you're above the treetops, and these trees are like, but it takes probably 2.5 guys to get your arms around these trees. They're no joke. So it's a cool spot. Taking a couple people there. Well, almost there. But they're like, they've lived here like almost their whole lives. Like, we didn't even know this was here. And I was like, you boys need to get out.
Right?
I found it. This bear found it for sure. So That's a cool spot. There's like remnants of an old cabin. Like the old stove is still there, but it's all like scattered.
Oh.
And the like an old iron bed spring is still there, or the frame.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that's left, and like a couple corners of the cabin. But a perfect spot if you had like, if you knew what kind of bear was down there, I'd probably sit and wait. But I got a funny feeling it's not the right kind of bear.
Ah, yeah.
So, yeah. Now, you need your bow in your hand to reach the top of the claw marks where he scratches up the tree, and there's no claw marks past that. So, yeah, that's a big flipping bear.
Yes.
So, yeah. I have pictures to prove it if no one believes me. So. But it's a cool spot, though. Super cool spot. I don't know how we didn't get attacked by that bear, because like when you go in, like you can't see 3 feet in front of you. The vegetation's so thick.
Mm.
Yeah. So, it's super cool though. Nobody's gonna find you if you disappear in there. I'll tell you that. I love those kind of places though, because you find the craziest stuff. I wouldn't mind going back with like a metal detector.
Yeah.
I bet you find something kind of neat.
Oh yeah.
Maybe some old shell casings or old money or maybe like coins or
Mm-hmm.
who knows? Who knows? Nope. I found my first morel mushrooms last week.
Oh, nice.
Never, all the things I found in the woods, I've never found morel mushrooms till the other day.
Huh.
Yeah. They were tasty. I sliced them up and put them on an elk steak. They were good. But yeah, for next 50, 100, we just keep podcasting until we can't take it anymore, or Jesus comes, one of the two.
Right.
Yeah. I love the Bible stories that we do, how we like break it down.
Mm-hmm.
Like find things that like you don't normally hear from in church. Like I cringe at church now, like people like, oh, it's just a story. And I'm like, are you serious?
What?
Have you read that?
Right?
Here, come with me.
Yes. We need to talk.
Yeah. You know those stories that we tell kids? I mean, no, it's not a story. It's a legitimate event, and it's wild. You should read it.
Mm-hmm. Like actually read it.
Yeah. So super cool. I love it when we do that stuff. I mean, because I think every time we do it, I find something like I didn't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, so pretty fantastic. Oh, pardon me. Gotta go back to the real world tomorrow after like 2 months off. Oh man. Oh well. What are you gonna do?
Right.
Nope. That's like the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, like falling off that ladder. I know I say it every time, but I love it. It's like just totally changed my life. So I can't wait to be like fully supported to just go cut firewood all the time.
Right.
Yeah. Started splitting firewood this past week. What day? Friday, we split a bunch. So that was good. I got to use a log splitter that day. It's like Friday. Yeah. I haven't used a log splitter since I was probably a kid. Oh, that was sweet. Just like crushing stuff. I just like, man, I felt like Gallagher. I'm like, what else can we do? What else? I'm tired of crushing logs. Let's crush something else.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Peter. I only use logs. Don't worry. I didn't break your log splitter. I got my pastor's log splitter. So. He's not gonna let me use it anymore after this.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
He was out there cutting engine blocks in half. 25 tons. I want to make sure it works. You know.
That's right. That's right. You're gonna put it through its paces.
Yeah. So sweet. It worked great for that knotty pine, man, because I got all this wet knotty pine. Yeah, it just plows those knots. It's awesome. Pretty fantastic. I had this 17-year-old kid helping me. I think he's 17, 16, I don't know. And he decided he was going to split it by hand.
Oh.
I was like, have at it.
Mm-hmm.
Knock yourself out. After about 30 minutes, he's like, oh, I'm so tired. I was like, I'm not. I'm just doing this. No effort. All day, buddy. Pretty funny. He drank all my water, too. But he looked like he needed some water, so.
Right.
So what do you think?
Be there.
There you are.
Yeah, all right.
What is with this stuff, man?
I
How
don't
come
know.
I can like see a bump on a meteorite going 10,000 miles an hour across space, but I can't. I mean, we can't have a Zoom meeting without internet problems.
I know, right? Crazy. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of digging the idea of sharing testimonies and maybe having like a like a special guest every so often. Excuse me. Just one that comes to mind right off the top of my head is Josh Schneider. I'd love to have him on.
Yeah, heck yeah.
And just giving somebody the opportunity to get out there and just kind of share their story and what they're doing, what God's doing in their lives, and how we and everybody else that might watch it can join with them in that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, because we've been talking about having guest speakers for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe season 2 could just be all guests, like every other week, have a guest speaker.
Right. Yeah, and honestly, because really the only thing that's really held me back from just pulling the trigger and doing it, because I've got 1, 2, 3, probably 4 guys out here that I've actually talked to that want to do it, that thought it would be super cool.
Oh, sure.
But the with the internet connection that we've had, it just wasn't reliable enough to even attempt to do anything like that.
Right.
And now with both of us having a stable internet connection, I mean, that's what more could you ask for? So
yeah, sky's the limit. Well, that'd be cool. Yeah, definitely. Because there's a ton of guys I would put on here.
Mm-hmm.
A ton. So you've been warned, fellas. I'm coming for you.
That's right.
Put everybody on here. Everybody's got a different story, but they all have the same common thread. So,
right.
But yeah.
Yeah, and there's others that I would love to have on here, but it would never. It wouldn't work just because where they're put, security reasons, it would never.
Oh, sure.
Never be good.
Yeah. Definitely. We don't want to get anybody killed.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's usually my first question for people that I'm talking to, that, like I've got a missionary friend that he's one that wants to come on here, and probably will be one of the first ones that from my side, because his timeline, he's planning on leaving within the next, I think it's like 9 months, something like that. But I asked him if his situation was similar to that, where because of security, if he was able to be online, live streamed, or recorded, or whatever. And he said that no, his situation is totally different than that. He doesn't have to worry about any of that. And he's doing something really. He's a pilot, and so I forget which country he's going to, but he's basically going into some of these countries like places like South Africa and places like that, where it might be a 3 or 4 days journey for them to get supplies from this town to this town. But he can do that same 3 or 4 day journey in 2 or 3 hours in his plane.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's going over there to do stuff like that, and the guy's he's a super cool guy. So I'm really excited to get him on here and have him share his story, and who knows, maybe drum up some more support. Who knows? I don't know. I mean,
that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
drum up support. I like that. Yep. Support. We need support, people. Yeah. Pretty much unprepared for this, but here we go. Yeah, it's like you can actually like legitimately support us through the way outside. So that's just keeps our podcast going, keeps our firewood going, our food going. Yep.
That's right.
It never ceases to amaze me who you have, who we help. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It's great. So that's all. I don't know what else I say. I can't really. Some stuff I don't put out there. But we help a lot of people. But we have a deal. See if I can find it in my mess here. Reorganize my office to make it more clean and efficient. It lasts about 12 hours. I don't even know where anything is anymore. Yeah, I'll have to talk to my wife. She knows where everything is. But yeah, you can support us. I'll have to put the link up. So if you'd like to support us, we do a podcast. We do firewood. We do food. We just do whatever people need to help them out.
Yep.
In a nutshell.
Yeah, that link, we'll get that link up on the webpage too in the coming weeks to have a central location that everybody can go to.
Yeah, can donate to. You can make a monthly. You can make a yearly. Yeah. So it's cool. We don't. I don't know. I think a lot of people like push it. Like, hey, this is blah blah blah. I don't know. I just kind of let God take it where it needs to go. You know what I mean? Not pushing on anybody, showing it. But if you got a thing from us in the mail, read it. Help us out if you would, please. It'd be super cool. If you got any questions, you can give me a call. The phone number was in there. Everything's in there. Make sure you put a little thing up on the picture on the refrigerator. It's got the whole clan on there. So super cool. It was our first run at it. So as time goes on, maybe we'll get better at it. Hopefully. It seems to be working though. So I'm not complaining at all. Yeah. Yep. I heard people at my door, little people.
Oh.
That's funny. So how's your garden, man? I know you've been working hard on your garden.
Yeah, it's taken off. It's taken off. I can't even begin to describe to you what else planted in there.
Oh, sure.
This garden is like 40 foot by 20 foot,
Nice.
and literally every square inch of it is planted with something.
Nice.
It's called high intensity gardening.
High intensity.
Yep, and it is specifically designed to be so the garden is planted so dense that when everything is coming up, once everything gets to a certain age, it's so dense that there no weeds can grow.
Serious.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
cool. Nice.
No.
And then and I'm a slacker. I bought a rhubarb plant yesterday. You know, you got, yeah, you get so much stuff. Grass won't grow, and I got a rhubarb plant.
Man.
Easy. No, that's cool though. I know you and your wife take your garden pretty serious, so yeah.
Yeah. And actually, it was my in-laws. They're the ones that decided they wanted to put a garden in, and they asked my wife for help. And so that's my wife's happy place is in the garden. So
Oh, sure.
she goes over there every day and walks through her garden, and she is pretty much a walking encyclopedia.
That's super cool.
Especially when it comes to pests.
Oh,
And so, yeah, she's enjoys that a lot. So, okay, let me ask you this. Over the
yeah.
last 49 episodes, what is your favorite or most memorable portion?
Most favorite, most memorable. Think.
Oh, and you got 10 minutes.
I got 10 minutes. Hold on. I know. Oh, there it is. Like the 10-minute warning for Zoom.
Yeah.
I think it's when we podcast after we go hiking. And we relive all that craziness that we do. Those are my favorite podcasts. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm talking the Bible's. I love doing the Bible. I love it. I learn something all the time, every time we do one. But like, there is literally nothing like just being out in the middle of nowhere with no people and climbing a mountain. It's fantastic. And then just rehashing it.
Yep.
That's my favorite. I think that is my favorite. Like I put up that photo today, and I was was instantly transported back into my mind. I was just like, I've been at the kitchen table, but I was like, in my mind, I felt cold.
Yeah.
Wet,
yeah.
And the seat I was sitting on instantly felt like a rock. I'm there, man. I'm so happy right now. So, yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. And I had the same kind of reaction to that photo that you posted. and I'm sitting there, I'm looking, I really love that photo. Because it does. I mean, all of the emotion, all of the physical feelings from that moment in time all just kind of come rushing back.
Mm.
And like you said, you almost feel cold and damp. And
Yeah.
and it's funny that looking at that photo, the thing I remembered the most was the taste and the warmth of the coffee that we were drinking while we
Absolutely.
stopped there.
Yeah. No, it was so good.
Yes, that it was like coffee had never tasted so good.
I think that was the greatest cup of coffee I've ever had because I'm like, I literally didn't even like, I didn't even care that we had to keep going. I'm like, I just took it with me.
Yep.
Just kept hiking. Had hiking stick in one hand, coffee cup in the other. Like,
Yep.
don't care what happens the rest of the day. Because in that photo, people have no idea what we went through to get to that photo.
To that point.
That's just so. I just put that up there and I was like, man, that is just like, if people knew how happy we were, as dismal as that picture looks, the background, like, it's probably the two happiest guys. That's probably the happiest photo you'll see all day. You have no idea.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Because the 48 hours prior to that sucked.
Yes, it did. That trip was by far the most demanding mentally that I had anything I had ever done prior to that period ever.
Right.
Because it sounds like it I don't know. If I were to hear somebody say this and not had experienced that, I would think, man, that sounds really dumb. It couldn't be that bad. Like it's foggy. Whatever. But when you're stuck, because we were literally stuck there. Like the one way, you had one way out. Well, you had a couple ways out, but none of them. Only one of them was
feasible.
Yeah, somewhat easy.
Yeah. To either fall off a mountain or drown. Pick your one. Pick your choice.
Right. I tell people about that trip all the time, like, crossing that boulder field. And when you say that, crossing a boulder field, I don't think people really understand what you're saying when you say boulders. I mean, some of these boulders, they're as big as my house.
Yeah.
And you take the wrong path, and now you got to backtrack for, I mean, even 20 feet can take you 5 minutes, depending on how it looks, and
Yeah.
and like I said, you had like 2 days of just literally sitting in your tent, hoping that the weather would clear so you could get out. And then as the week progressed, as you got closer to when you had to leave,
Yeah.
then you're like, okay, well, it's been foggy for like 2 days. And when I say fog, it's not just like fog; it's like a heavy, like mist. You can feel this fog.
Yeah. And you couldn't see literally more than like 5 to 7 yards in front of you the whole time.
And the boulders were wet.
You had to be perfect to get back across that boulder field. And you and I were perfect to get across it, obviously, because we're here.
Right.
We didn't fall in, we didn't drown, we didn't break a leg or nothing. I mean, that's for a mile.
Yes.
With wet packs.
With full wet packs.
70 pounds, 80 pounds. It was not a good time.
No, it was not. It was not a good time. That boulder field sucked. And that's why in that photo, we were so happy because we stopped on the other side when we got to the other end of the lake. And that's why we were so happy that photo, because that was after a mile of boulder hopping.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the hard part, because there's no words that I can use that can make it understandable or make it relatable for people, just how the conditions were actually.
The conditions suck, but I can make it relatable. So like if you're where we were, we're running out of time here. Or if you were we were on the backside of the lake where we were trapped for 2 days, you want to get to the front side to get out. We got to the front side of that lake. It was kind of like you're standing there and like you know what has to be done to come to Jesus. You got to go through this boulder field. It's going to suck. It's going to be miserable. Your boulder field is AKA life. Giving up all the crap you thought you needed for everything. And you don't have to be perfect. We weren't perfect. I said we were perfect. We weren't perfect. We were only God got us through that boulder field.
Absolutely.
That's the only way we made it. And then God will get you through whatever mess you need to get through to get to Him. And that's the joy in that picture right there.
Yep.
I mean, it looks like a wreck behind us, but like we made it to the
yes.
So
that is the lesson right there. That is the big takeaway from the whole thing. Is that right there? Is that, you know, we just put one foot in front of the other. God was the one that carried us through it.
So we got less than a minute.
Yeah, I think with that, that's a good way to end there, I think. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. You did, share,
50,
all that stuff.
The next 50 people.
Yes. All right, so we're running out of time. So with all of that said, always remember that we love you.
God loves you.
Peace out.
Peace.
Oh, what did I do?